Wow. Okay. And we hello, we are back. Sorry for the delay. We are back. Sorry for the delay. We are having some technical difficulties, unfortunately. But as we were talking about, Charlie, how do you feel the first half's gone so far for the Cougs?
Okay, well, we got a couple minutes for the second half starts here, and I will say what a half it was for Washington State. Fantastic on the defensive end, they always are, but their offense today has looked great. They've had a couple of great runs down both the left and the right side. Got a couple of crosses in that really didn't lead anywhere, but they're getting opportunities. They've had a couple that really were close to going in just as we want to go off the post. And for the Cougs, that one goal coming off a Maggie Mace penalty kick sent it right down the middle. NDSU really didn't have a chance to respond. And NDSU's offense, a really fantastic offense, has just gone flat so far through the first half. I obviously imagine that they're going to make some adjustments here at half and come back out with, I imagine, a new game plan to try to even this one up. But with how well the Cougars defense usually plays, that one goal might be all we see today. Ben, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It is a bit surprising kind of just seeing how flat NDSU is playing and how offensively heavy the Cougs have been able to be, just kind of knowing how both of these teams play. It's a little surprising seeing Lena Watts push up as high as she does, as she usually is settled into that left back role. She has been very involved, though, in this game. It also seems that Journey Middleborn, number 3, up on that right wing, has had some great looks, too, to get into the box.
Absolutely. And the only thing I will say that the Cougars need to work on, have to stay out of foul trouble. 11 fouls committed. You already have 2 players with yellow cards. And you have to say really unnecessary yellows, too. There was a jersey player that played a yellow to Mace, and Fortis essentially dumped one of the players for the Bison, and that's something you can't do, and that's going to get called every single time.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree. It is also to note just the fact that the defense for the Cougs has really not had to do much. Kara Fitzgerald has really only had 1 or 2 real opportunities.
Yeah, there's only one save in this game for the Cougs. It wasn't Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald got out of position, and one of the Cougar defenders managed to get back there and right place, right time, managed to just knock that one away, and NDSU's second chance shot sailed over the net.
Yeah, I believe that was number 11, Maisie Pledstall.
I think it was.
That save, which was an incredible goal line clearance by her. But yeah, NDSU has definitely not had the offensive pressure that we've seen from them. Cougs have done a great job shutting down Morgan Weston here. I don't know if she even has a shot.
I think she does have a shot. Whether it was on goal or not, I don't think it was, given that was it. I think she might have been actually the one that shot the one that was deflected barely. Anyway, 5 minutes till we start the second half. This is AGR, Student Voice. Oops. All right, welcome back to the lower soccer field here in Pullman, Washington. The sun has gone down, but this game is just heating up. Cougars leading 1-0 here at halftime against North Dakota State. Second half kickoff just over a minute away. Ben, are you ready to start the second half?
I am ready for the second half for sure. I'm excited to see what the Cougars are going to bring out and what NDSU is going to change to try to swing this game back in their favor.
Absolutely. Let's get back to it. Cougars scoring off of a penalty kick for Maggie Mace. We have 2 yellows in this game for the Cougs as well. Maggie Mace with a yellow and
number 22, Elliot Fortis.
And as we were saying at halftime, both of those really avoidable yellows. So Cougars have to be playing a more careful second half.
Could not agree more with that, Charlie.
Just 35 seconds down to kick off of the second half. Both teams in the huddle here, talking over last-minute ideas and changes before we get going here. NDSU kind of take the field first. And now the Cougars have broken huddle as well. And here we go for the start of the second half. There's the horn. Here we go.
Looks like the Cougs will be starting with the ball. It's like number 7, Ana de los Santos will take the opening kick here for the Cougs.
45 minutes left to play. Still a lot of action here to go.
Ref blows his whistle, and we are off as De Los Santos drops it back to Mitchell, who sends it in. And it looks like, and it went right out as NDSU will take a throw in to start the second half.
Great kick. Unfortunately, no one was there to pick it up.
Ball goes in by NDSU. Looks like it is to number 8, Alina Watson. She is fouled by NDSU as the Cougars will get a free kick here early in half.
Yeah, push her behind a little bit of contact, but how the first half went, I think that's a pretty reasonable call there. To call that certainly a foul. Nothing else needed there.
As Mitchell takes the free kick. Looks like it was to Mace, and Mace laid it off to Watts as Watts is dribbling up the sideline. Just past NDSU and kicks it out as that would be a goal kick here for NDSU.
Just couldn't quite turn the corner there. If she'd be able to get past that defender, that could have lined up a fantastic opportunity for the Cougars to double their lead, but just couldn't quite do it, and that would be going the other way.
Definitely would indeed. Alina Watts seems to be everywhere this match, as she has had so many great looks on Anna Stiff.
Absolutely, with Goreshi missing this game due to a red card, we needed WSU needed players to step up, and they've done that tonight.
Definitely kicked it in. Clicked on a Morgan Russman unable to get to anywhere as Peyton Price lays it back off to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald sends it in straight to Hannah Arnold for the Bison. She sends it in. Mitchell unable to get the clearance, but it's all good as Fitzgerald's able to clear it up there. She picks up the ball.
Yeah, Mace couldn't quite get to that one. No one from the Cougar defense could quite get to that one, but nothing from the Bison trying to challenge that one. Easy pickup for Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald laid it off. Peyton Price. Looks like Ashley Reese coming up. Reese sends it in. Reese unable to get it to a coup.
And I think that kick was more of a keeping it in play than trying to find anybody specific.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And it looks like number 19, Mace, is sending it up. Shackelford in pursuit, unable to get to the ball. NDSU able to keep it in. Ball number 4, Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh sends it up, trying to get to Russman. Russman unable to get there as Mitchell is able to clear it out. Clear it to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald.
Pretty simple there. Came down to a foot race. Mitchell won it. Sends it away.
Fitzgerald sent it to Reese. Reese with some fancy footwork there, able to lay it off to Cludsdall. Cludsdall to Mitchell. Mitchell going up the field now. Mitchell trying to get it to look like Jordan Young, unable to get it as it's cleared out by the Bison. And it is Mitchell on the ball. Mitchell winning the ball there onto, it looked like it was Jordan Young, unable to keep possession. It was stolen by the Bison and cleared out onto Watts. Watts stripped it back straight to the Bison. Bison send it up to Marvin Restman. Restman unable to win the ball.
It seems to me that WSU seems to be in a little bit of a hurry here to start the second half. They're not really standing around waiting for something to happen. They're going after it, and unfortunately, that's leading to them turning the ball over.
Yeah, and you just saw there as Reese tried to cross it in right to an NDSU defender. De Los Santos unable to get the shot off. NDSU with the ball here, right to Ashley Reese as she is unable to get there. Looks like it will be a throw in here for the Coons.
And if Reese is able to maintain possession, just really keeping the pressure up on that NDSU defense, a defense that has given up a lot of goals so far early in this season. If the Cougars can just keep the pressure on here, they may be able to get another one in the back of the net.
That's really great. Peyton Price sends it up to, it looked like that was Jordan Young as it went off of NDSU and a throw and another throw in here for the Cougars. Ball gets thrown into, it looks like number 3, Middleborn. Back to Reese. Reese sends off to Cludsdall. Cludsdall lays it off to Shackelford. Shackelford lays it off to Mace. Mace going up that left side.
And that was wide open as well.
Mace laid it off to Watts. Watts laid it back off to Mace. Mace trying to find something. She's unable to get those. Turns back, sends it across to Cludsdall. She's able to collect that. Cludsdall sends it down to Reese. Reese with the shot, or with the cross into the box.
And it's been fantastic ball movement from the Cougars on this possession.
Young with the shot. Looks like she missed her footing. De Los Santos on their second shot. Great save there by Hannah Stipp as the ball stays out of the net.
Yeah, hammered in there for that shot. Stipp in the right place, able to stare that one down and send it away. Great job by Stipp and that Bison defense to avoid giving up a goal that really would likely end their chances of winning tonight.
Definitely. It looked like Stipp there maybe used her right foot there to bounce that off. Looks like thrown here for the Cougs onto Shackelford. Shackelford dribbling, and Shackelford sends it in onto, I think that was Middleborn header to nobody. She's in pursuit, unable to get there. So it will be a throw in here, or a goal kick here for the Bison. Hannah Stipp looks like she's about to take it.
And 50 minutes gone. 13 shots for the Cougars. It'll be 5 for the Bison. 1 save so far for WSU compared to 4 for the Bison. 4 corner kicks for WSU. It will be only the one right at the start of the game for NDSU. 11 fouls committed by the Cougs compared to 5 for the Bison. 51 minutes gone.
De Los Santos here on the ball. De Los Santos dribbling up. De Los Santos trying to get in goal. Right to Hannah Stipp as she's unable to get it to a Wazoo players. Hannah Stipp collects the ball.
Had a couple players there, really nothing developed. Had to send something away, and that's exactly what happened. But Stipp is going to be able to just pick that one up every time.
Yeah, for sure. Ball sent in by Stipp. Shackelford on the header. Shackelford tried to get it to Watts. Watts got fouled there by, not sure who that was. Looks like it might have been number 20, Garrett. As the Cougars gain a free kick here.
And that's, again, a good call. Contact before the ball got there. Pretty heavy contact. And as I said, I think that is the correct call. 51 minutes gone. Washington State leads 1-0.
Looks like it will be Kiera Mitchell standing over the free kick. Mitchell takes the free kick. Mitchell and on goal collected by Stipp. Stipp drops it, able to recover. Cougs never really had a great look for her on goal as Stipp was able to establish the possession of that ball there.
And unfortunately for Washington State, had a couple players there, no one able to react quickly enough to Stipp kind of muffing that one a little bit, able to regain control. No harm, no foul for the Bison.
Stipp, with the ball in off of the head of it. Looks like it was Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh sends it to Mace. Mace able to recover it back to the Bison nose. Kavanaugh sends it back up, cross into the box, cleared out by the Cougs.
And I think
De Los Santos passed it to Shackelford to Watts. Watts lost her footing, unable to control possession. The Bison are able to recover, but it goes right back to the Cougs.
And on that cross, we saw just a few seconds ago, I think a little bit too much power there on the cross. Unable to control it in the box, and unfortunately, that's going to be a huge missed opportunity for the Bison.
Middleborn trying to get on the ball. Middleborn unable to get there in time, as that is another throw in here for the Cougs.
They may have lost that possession though, but they maintained control of the ball deep in Bison territory.
Thrown in by Reese onto De Los Santos, onto Shackelford. Shackelford trying to dribble through. Shackelford drops it back to Mace. Mace trying to find something. Mace onto Shackelford. Shackelford just outside the 18. Shackelford up the left side. Unable to do anything with that, as that is cleared out for a North Dakota State free kick.
A little bit of hard contact, but certainly fair contact there. Both players went down to the rear lane. We're going to see some subs now for North Dakota State and for WSU as well.
Checking in for the Cougs will be number 18, Isabel Wright, coming off number 23, Ashley Reese.
So a forward for midfield switch. WSU looking to go more offense here as we continue with the second half.
Stiff with the kick in. Stiff right to Ana De Los Santos for the Cougs. Gives it right back to the Bison. Watts on the clearance. Watts regains possession. Watts sends it up to Shackelford. Shackelford lost their footing, able to maintain possession. Shackelford is going in on goal. Shackelford tried to fancy move, they were unable to get there, but able to regain possession for the Cougars.
And that's been happening all night. The Cougars may give up the ball temporarily, particularly down in NDSU's end, but they have just managed time and time again to be able to regain the ball after losing it for just a couple seconds.
Isabel Wright here coming in on the left. Isabel Wright able to get past the defender, but sends it right to a Bison player. He's able to clear it out, and a throw in here for Washington State.
And I think the explanation for that one is just pretty simple. Just slightly misplaced the kick, sends it right to a defender. That's unfortunate for the Cougs. But still, they have the ball deep again in Bison territory.
They send the ball into, looked like it was, not sure who she sent it into, but it was cleared out. And the Bison were able to clear it out. Not sure who it will be a throw in here for, though. Looks like it might be a free kick here for North Dakota State as Hannah Stiff is running.
Yeah, they're gonna call that a penalty against a foul. Sorry, against Washington State. 2 players for NDSU went down. Saw the ref blows whistle. Figured that's what it was, but we didn't really get clear indication.
Stiff takes the kick. Stiff on, able to head out by Shackelford onto Middleborn. Unable to maintain possession here is North Dakota State as they give it right back to the Cougs. Isabel Wright able to pass it on to Maggie Mace, and he sends it up. Unable to get possession there. Is the Middleborn able to regain possession, or excuse me, Peyton Price here.
And yeah, as an NDSU player, it was limping a little bit. She went for a kick, couldn't quite get. I can't quite see who that was. She's up and running now. Seems to be just fine.
NDSU here on the ball. On to Hannah Arnold here. Great look here for the NDSU Bison. Arnold with the moves. Arnold with the shot. Oh, just missed.
Just wide. Fitzgerald diving all the way out, laying out as much as he could. That one will be sent just off to the left side. Great chance for the Bison just off to the left.
It's definitely a shot that Hannah Arnold is being won back as well.
Well, and she was the one that went just a couple seconds before went down and was limping a little bit, so maybe that affected that shot just a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
And we're seeing some substitutions coming on now as well.
Working on for the Cougs will be number 2, Aya McLean. Coming off will be number 10, Audrey Shackelford. Fitzgerald sends the ball in.
So Shackelford off. That's another midfield for forward swap. The Cougars seem to be going very offense heavy here, but their forwards have been able to get back and play some solid defense as well.
I think right here with where we are in the game, the Cougs have been able to maintain offense. So why not put the offensive players in and try to get them to score goals and establish more of a lead here? So it is still 1-0 here in the 58th minute.
And their forwards and midfielders have been able to get back and play defense in the few instances so far tonight that they've had to, as that ball now goes out of bounds.
And I think especially here for the Cougs, when you have the West Coast Conference Defensive Player of the Week in goal, in Kiera Fitzgerald, you got to trust your back line maybe a little bit more.
Absolutely. You have a fantastic defensive line. 2 of your captains are back in defense. Mesa as well, a fantastic defender. And then Fitzgerald back there, really 4 fantastic defensive players all back there.
It's like NDSU will get a throw in here. It's like maybe a stoppage in play. Not sure why though.
I think they might be switching out the ball. I think something might be wrong with the current ball, might perhaps a puncture or something. 57.5 minutes gone. Washington State leads NDSU 1-0. 13 shots for the Cougs, 6 for the Bison. As for fouls, it is 12 for Washington State, and NDSU is 6. 57.5 minutes gone.
Ref blows his whistle, and NDSU takes the free kick right to the Cougs, who give it right back to the Bison as they clear it out, and it is a throw in here for the Cougs. Maggie Mace on the throw for the Cougs.
A couple of pretty rapid kicks end up mounting